Today we're going to make this cute groundhog flip book.
For today's craft, you're going to need some scissors, a pencil, a black marker crayon or pencil crayon, some glue, a larger piece of white paper, a little bit of black, some brown, and then just a little scrap piece of white paper. So go grab your supplies and let's get started. The first thing we are going to do is create our little booklet. So you're going to take your white piece of paper, put it in front of you, long side left to right, short side top to bottom, and you're going to fold it over left to right. So once you fold that over, you're going to notice you have a fold line. So this line here is your fold line. You're going to use your scissors and you're going to cut on that fold line nice and carefully. Now you will see that you have two pages that are the same size, and we're going to layer them. So you're going to take your first page and put it down. You're going to take your second page and you're just going to put it a little bit lower than your first page. So just a little bit lower. Then hold those two pages together. From the bottom, bring those both pages together up to the top here. So you can see I have a little space, and then you're going to leave about the same amount of space. So I have like maybe, if I squish my two fingers together, maybe 2 finger spaces, about a 1.5. And then I'm going to make sure that's the same as that's the same. And then fold this down. There we go. And we have a little book. Now at this point, where it's folded, you could put a staple, but you don't have to. So I don't have a stapler with me right now, so I'm not going to use one. Just going to take that little book and put it to the side. Then I'm going to grab my brown piece of paper next. My brown piece of paper, I'm going to fold it over. And on this fold line, I am going to take my pencil and draw half a heart. So I'm going to go up here on that fold line. I'm going to come up, around, 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 and down. Once I have half my heart, I am going to cut that out. There we have it. I'm going to take that heart and turn it around. Now, I already have this brown piece of paper folded, so while I have it folded, I am going to go to a spot on my page where I have a little bit of room, and I'm going to draw a half a circle. So take my pencil, come up, and a half a circle, and I'm going to do that again. I'm going to come up and a half a circle. They don't have to be exactly the same, but once you have those, you're going to cut them out. Now that I have my half a circles, one of those is just going to be put to the side. Now, when I say one, you'll end up with two because your paper was folded. And the other one is going to go for our little ears. And you know what? If I look at this, my heart is quite large and I feel like my ears are a tiny little bit too small. So if that happened to you and you think that is not big enough for your ears, then go ahead and just maybe draw it more like a big, huge oval. So if I do that, I like those ears better. So you decide if the ears are going to work for you, perfect. If they aren't, just go ahead and draw them a little bit larger. Cut them out. Then what I want to do with those ears is I want to take my black piece of paper and I want to make a center for those ears. So with that black piece of paper, I'm just going to cut a little piece off here and I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to take my ear, put it on top, trace around it, and then go on the inside and make one that's a little bit smaller. So all I'm doing is making a black shape that is a little bit smaller than the ear, and I'm going to cut that out. That should fit inside my ear, so I'm going to glue that on, and then I'm going to glue my ears on. Now when you're gluing your ears on, remember your heart, you're going to go to the tip of your heart, and that's where the ears go. So the tip of your heart is up here, and then you just move a little bit to the left to put one ear, and you move a little bit to the right to put the other ear. Now I'm going to go back to that black paper, and I'm going to draw a nose. To do that, I'm just going to snip a little bit more of that black off. I'm gonna fold it in half and I'm going to draw a half a heart for my nose. So I'm gonna come up and around. That's half a heart. I don't know if you can see that very well, but go ahead, draw half a heart and then cut that out. That's going to be my nose. And if you want to just trim the little bit of the tip off of that heart so that your nose is a little bit more rounded, you can do that. And I'm going to take that heart and put that down. Oh, I like it. Now I am going to take my white piece of paper. I'm going to fold that in half. And I'm going to draw some eyes. Now I like to make oval eyes, so I'm going to take my pencil and make an oval shape and then cut that out. Now because I folded my piece of paper in half, I only have to cut once and I'm going to end up with two eyes that are congruent, same shape, same size. And then with those eyes, I'm going to grab my black piece of paper here just so that my marker doesn't go through onto my workspace, and I'm going to draw some pupils in there. And once I have those in, we're going to glue everything on. Once you have the eyes and the nose on the way you like it, go ahead and grab your black crayon marker or pencil crayon, and you're going to start from the tip of the nose. You're going to come straight down, curve around to one side. Go to the other side, do the same thing. Curve around. I like to put a little curved line on each end and then tiny little dots in the middle. So very cute. Now we're ready to add this to our booklet. So we're going to take those tiny little half circles we had from before. We're going to use those shortly. We're going to take our cute little groundhog and glue our groundhog to the top of our book. Then we're going to glue on our little paws coming on the side. I'm going to go to my paws and just go and draw some curved lines. 3 on this side and 3 on this side, and then I'm going to draw my title. So go ahead, use a pencil. I'm going to use a marker just so that you can see, and I'm going to draw my title, which is going to, I'm not going to draw, I'm going to print my title, which is Groundhogs, because my book is all going to be about groundhogs. I'm going to underline my title. So now that I have my title, I have a couple extra little areas here on my flip book that I can now write on the bottom of so that everyone knows what my flip book is all about. So I could write appearance here, and maybe food here, and habitat, or maybe you could write interesting facts, whatever you want to talk about with your groundhogs. So let's start with appearance. These are going to be whatever headings you want. So then here's where I would talk about appearance, and as I flip up my flip book, everything would be about appearance. Maybe here I could talk about habitat, so where my groundhog might live, and maybe food at the bottom. And if you wanted to make a book that had more flaps, you could do that. You could talk about interesting facts. It's completely up to you. There you go. You have a cute little book and you can talk all about groundhogs.
Hopefully you found this video very helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for joining me on Craft Club for Kids. Remember, be creative and have fun.